Fishermen's Mission is a national charity. It's the only charity that supports fishermen and their families. The needs of our fishing community are varied. We are able to work with other maritime charities who are able to offer grants to provide essential items such as a cooker or a washing machine. The Fishermen's Mission provides a lifeline to many active, retired fishermen, widows and their families. It's usually during a particular crisis that we're able to be there to help and just be sometimes that shoulder to cry on.
I stumbled across the Fishermen's Mission about 6 or 7 years ago when I started running, and I saw people running for charities, and I thought, well, if I'm going to run for a charity, I know what danger and what risks involved in fishing and how much my livelihood and my family's livelihood depends on fishing. So I wanted to find out, is there a fishing charity? And of course, that's when I came across the Fishermen's Mission. So I started by doing a half marathon, and then I did a marathon, and then I did a ultra marathon in South Africa, and managed to raise quite a bit of money through sponsorship. A lot of my suppliers would support us, and they all buy into the idea of trying to support the mission. More recently, I did the Boxing Day dip on Boxing Day in Whitby, which was exceptionally cold. Yeah, the mission gives us peace of mind, if anything else. We know the risks and the dangers that fishermen go through. It really, struck a chord with me how pivotal some form of land-based support is.
The committee that I'm working with at the moment is the Humber Port Welfare Committee, and the remit or the aim of the Port Welfare Committee is to act as a maritime partnership, bringing together all the different agencies across the Humber region, so all the agencies that work and deal with seafarers' welfare. Fishermen's Mission's an integral part of the Port Welfare Committee because it brings with it a very special knowledge and expertise about the issues facing fishermen and their dependents, so serving fishermen, retired fishermen, and their families. So they bring an expertise and a knowledge that we wouldn't otherwise have, and their contribution is much valued across the wider committee because they're able to tell us about that particular aspect of welfare.
The Mission have been absolutely brilliant helping our organisation on 3 occasions, but I can tell you one was we had a young apprentice stranded on the north east coast of Scotland, right at the top of the northeast coast. He came in and he had to get home in a hurry. Now, to get home in a hurry from north to where he was in Scotland actually took 2 days. But the mission sent somebody out to meet him, organised his train fare and everything else because he had no train fare. Like I say, he hadn't been paid share fisherman, so he was in between catches. Managed to get him home. We managed to get him into Peterhead, where he was putting overnight accommodation. And then from Peterhead he managed to get the train down to Darlington. Darlington he then got the train home to Middlesbrough, and he was looked after absolutely fantastically by the mission.
Well, I went fishing when I was 15. Never went to school much, but my dad was a fisherman all his life. So I just more or less followed him, same as my brother. I started fishing when I was 15. I did one trip, I didn't like it. I had a few months off. When I got a bit older, when I was touching 16, I went back. When I was sailing out of Grimsby and Lowestoft for a spell, I always stopped at the mission. I had my meals there and spot with the pasta and all that. And it was good. It was always there for you. When I was in the St. Chad, when she went down, mission went round and saw my wife and come round when I got home off the coach and see how I was and all that, which they did, do you know what I mean? It was good, really good. That's why I've kept in contact with them, because I know they do a good job for a lot of ex-fishermen. And a lot of them depend on mission, really.
You shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Dance to your daddy now.